favorite. I took yesterday off trying to rest my hip. Today will be my last real heavy day before the Arnold. I'm 1 week out. Training was going like super stellar. I was in really great shape for this meet to hit a big total, and then started getting some hip pain. I think my labrum and my hip is torn. So that sucks. I haven't been doing a lot of squatting. Back squats really hurt it. Doing a little bit of front squatting still, I can do that. But I haven't done any full cleans. I've just been doing powers. And I've only been full snatching 1 time a week. So the full lifts have not been practiced a lot. Just a lot of powers. So we'll see if I can do the full clean today. If not, I'm not gonna pull out of the meet. I'm just gonna do a power clean, which I obviously cannot do as much as my full clean, and it's kind of disappointing, but focus is on nationals and I still have 12 weeks for that. So we'll see how today goes. Fingers crossed my hip feels a little bit better and I can do a full clean, but I'm just trying to stay positive and not think of it as like the end of the world if I do go do powers in a meet. Might be kind of fun anyways to do something different. I don't know. Just trying to keep a good attitude and keep rehabbing my hip like crazy, and just hopeful that it will hold up for a full clean today and not hurt too bad. Let's go. Oh, Truff. Sit. Truffy looks so beautiful in the sunshine. It's so bright and sunny and nice out today. Today is my high carb day. I'm taking 2 of those per week right now. So today I'm getting a Pop-Tart. I haven't been able to fit Pop-Tarts in my macros lately. It's kind of depressing. So this makes me very happy. I ended up being able to do the full cleans yesterday, which is really exciting. I've been doing all power movements except for on Fridays the last few weeks. This is about week 4, dealing with my labrum tear in my hip. It's been very frustrating, but I've stayed pretty positive and just done whatever I can do, like full force. So things like push press, my bodybuilding, I've been able to power snatch without any pain. Just really trying to build those things up while I can't do the full lifts regularly. Usually I train full snatch clean jerk on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So right now I've been only snatching on Fridays and not even doing any full cleans at all. So this week I took Thursday off, let the hip just kind of rest and let the inflammation really calm down, total day off. And then yesterday on Friday, I ended up being able to work up to 95 clean and jerk, which is not a hard number for me. I can power clean that. I power clean and jerk to 96 last week, but it's just like reassuring that I could do up to 95 without much pain. It really didn't hurt at all during the lift. It just hurts walking mainly. So I'm trying to keep it at like a steady like 4 or 5 pain level. And last Saturday I screwed up trying to back squat and my pain level was more like a 9, and it was really bothering me, and I need to keep it lower than that so it'll heal. Trying to keep it as aggravated as little as possible and just work around it, and that can be really frustrating mentally. Last weekend I was like really down. It got that flared up and I was like, oh, now I think I'm gonna have to pull out of the Arnold. I don't want to do that. I want to go because it's so much fun and I really like lifting in that meet. So Max and I met and we're like, if we have to do a power clean, we have to do a power clean. And so my mental game kind of shifted back to just focusing on what I can control and pushing those things that I am able to do. So last week I hit a big power snatch, and then all this week worked on powers, and yesterday switching back to the full clean from power clean was giving me kind of trouble. The power movements and full movements are like, some people say they should be exactly the same. My opinion is that they're a totally different animal. I catch a power clean or power snatch totally different than I catch a full snatch or a clean. A missed power movement for me is not going into a full lift. Maybe it should be. Maybe everyone's a little bit different on that. If I miss a power snatch, it's on the floor. It's not in a full squat. If I miss a power clean, it's on the floor. It's not in a full squat. The longer pull in a power movement makes the receiving timing totally different on my lifts. So switching back to the full clean after doing so many powers, I was catching with my hips back a lot and just not timing my rack position very well. So we end up hitting 5 singles at 90 instead of working up to something heavy, and started getting my rhythm back. The 95, I missed a couple because I was pushing my hips back and not catching in the quads. So something Colin reminded me, like, fire your quads on the catch. That's something I'm so lazy at on my clean. That's been like my biggest struggle. So when I kind of refreshed that cue, caught really tight on the 95 in the hole and ended up being a really solid lift and called it a day there. So ended the day hitting up to 95, which is like, I don't know, 85 85% maybe, somewhere around there, 88%. And walking away without my hip bugging me very much, so that's a huge win. And I worked up to 89 in the snatch, which is really big. I hit the PR of 91 last week. I think it was last week. Yeah, last week. And I was only 2 kilos under and didn't miss, so 89 was really solid. Took one crack at 92, but I just wasn't feeling up for it yesterday. I didn't even try it again. Gonna wait for the meet to try to push the snatch. Not even sure what numbers we're gonna try to hit. Mainly just trying to stay healthy right now, rehab the hip. I'm doing tons and tons of butt work rehab. So lots of band movements like the clamshell stuff. I did a full video on all of the pelvic alignment and glute strengthening stuff I'm doing right now, so I put that link to the video here. I know a lot of people are asking me what rehab I'm doing. It's all in that video. One thing I have added in since I made that video is a single leg glute bridges. My leg wasn't stable enough to do those at first, but now it is, and those are really helping me too. And I'm kind of doing some of this stuff in between my sets too. So if I feel my hips start hurting, I'm literally like dropping onto the floor and doing glute bridges and doing band work to fire my glutes back up, because that's what's going to keep my hips stable and in the correct position. And when my hip is stable, it hurts a lot less. So when I'm walking and I feel it kind of slipping around, that's when I'm getting the pain and the irritation. So the more stable I can get my hips and the stronger I can get my glutes right now, the less it's gonna hurt. So that's the main focus. I know it can be like really frustrating working around an injury, and you have to find like the delicate balance of resting it so it'll heal and still being able to put in work so you don't lose all the gains you've worked so hard for. That was like the biggest bummer, is my squats were going so well and hitting PRs left and right on my squats and my leg strength, and now I'm having to back off of squats. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but it's all in how you approach it up here when you're dealing with an injury. So the biggest thing right now is staying positive, and maybe I won't hit the numbers I wanted to at the Arnold, but I can still go have a great experience and stay healthy at the same time. Today I'm going to try to get some squat volume in. I've only gone up to a single in the front squat earlier this week. I just went up to 115, tested it out, and it didn't hurt. Just back squatting is irritating it, not front squat. So today I'm going to try to get some sets of triples in on the front squat and push press, and maybe hit the beach. happy with how that workout went. Squats went perfection, how I hoped they would go. Nothing really was hurting, and my form was good. I was able to get a little deeper into my squat today, so it's all really positive news for my hip. And it was actually a volume PR. I usually do my triples at 100. I think I've done maybe one set at 105 and then dropped down to 100 before. For the day I do 4 triples, but today I did 105, 105, 100, 100. So that's good for my strength too, going into the meet, knowing my legs are maybe not all-time strongest, but pretty close. And that was also a volume PR for my push press. I did 3 triples at 80. So that was a really good workout. I'm really happy. Nothing that exciting, but just putting the work in. And now I've got 1 week, start tapering a little bit, maybe hit openers early in the week next week, and then get some rest in. I did some bodybuilding too, got sick bicep pump right now. I cannot curl very much, but it like gets a big reaction out of me. And I did pull-ups. I'm working on that goal I made for 2017 to get a real pull-up back. Today I did 10 reps with the big thick black band, which I think is like a 70-pound band, but I've been working my way up to 10. I started at 5 reps, so to do 10 was good. I did 10 and then 8 and then 7. It's kind of where, just stopping where the last one is like really shaky and really hard. Maybe I can progress to like the green band soon. That's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing a meet week video next week and then heading to Columbus, Ohio for the Arnold. Bye guys.